Good morning, all. I just start with the prologue. Ms. Pritika M., who is running a business of supplying raw material to many fast food joints and restaurant in Bangalore city. Ms. Anshu Iyer, who was running a fast food joint business pre-COVID from past 1.5 years. Anshu had purchased material in a month of February 2020 from Ms. Pritika on the credit basis and issued a post-dated check dated on 31st March 2020 for the amount of 1 lakh rupees. Due to COVID lockdown, Ms. Pritika was unable to encash the check on the mentioned date and she presented in the month of April. To her shock, the check got dishonored due to insufficient fund. Ms. Pritika is seeking, before going to court, she's seeking to get into this problem, get resolved through mediation. So now she is praying for the check amount of 1 lakh with interest amount, with interest 24% per annum, along with the 1 lakh rupees for mental agony as a compensation amount. I'll start with the mediator opening statement. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Please have your seat. Welcome to your mediation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Lakshmi Gowda. Please call me Lakshmi. I hope it's okay to address you as Pritika and you as Anshu. Does anyone have any time or other limitation we should be aware of? Thank you for reaching out to mediator for helping in resolving your situation. This is a voluntary process. If this process is not meeting your needs, you may leave at any time. If you have been ordered here, you are required to negotiate in good faith. Mediation respects the sacrament of all the information that your voice here. Nothing you say will leave this room. Also, consider that you have designated time on your schedule to be at this mediation, and for the most, it's costing significant sum of money and time. So I encourage you to use this time to the fullest and extent possible. Let me remind you that I have no power and I cannot make any decisions in your matter. I wear only one hat here, that as a mediator, an individual who assists party in their negotiation. I am entitled to be neutral to assist you in this mediation. May I proceed as your mediator?
Yes. Yes.
Before starting mediation, I want to make sure of few statements. Do you have the capacity to conduct good faith negotiation, make decisions for yourself, as well as sign an agreement if you reach one?
Yes. Yes.
Additionally, you have agreed that you will not call me as a witness in the court in this matter if it is not settled here. It is important to follow simple rules. Do not insult each other. Do not get personal and active cooperative. The mediator fees are rupees 5,000 per day and 500 per hour for the time spent beyond 4 p.m. On the account of mediator fees, disbursement and administrative cost, you will be shared equally between you both. Do you agree with this?
Yes. Yes.
Are there any doubts regarding anything? If not, can we start with Ms. Anshu?
Yes, sure. Hello, I am Anshu. I was running the fast food joint business pre-COVID. I do not have any intention to dishonor the check which was issued to Ms. Pritika. It happened due to COVID pandemic. It has an impact on various businesses, particularly on fast food joint restaurant businesses.
Pritika, would you like to highlight any?
Good morning. I am Pritika and I am into the supplying materials to the food chain business. I would like to thank you for setting up this mediation process, which can ease my agony and financial stress.
Pritika, I understand your situation and pain, but request you to do not get personal and provoke aggression. Thank you for briefing. I would like to form the agendas for the session, whether the check issued and presented in check got dishonored intentionally, the extension for honoring the check can be granted or not, whether the rate of interest at 24% per annum is considerable, and the compensation amount is applicable for additional damages.
Thank you, mediator. I really want to pay the amount, but due to financial stress, unable to pay it on time, I was forced to shut down my business due to COVID and incurred huge losses. I humbly request Pritika to kindly spare me during this tough period and give me some more time, approximately to 6 to 8 months, as I had recently joined the software company as manager.
I understand your situation, Anshu, but as you know, the fast food chain business had the impact the most in this COVID situation. As a supplier of material, I had incurred huge losses due to wastage of material, wastage of dues, staff wages, and so on. However, even I had to go through the COVID situation, and so it's not just you, but we all have suffered through the COVID. We all are trying to pull ourselves back to normal.
Okay. So to clarify here, Pritika, do you have any third-party obligation other than this expenditure?
Well, I'm empathetic to the situation, but you need to understand my situation too. I have already incurred huge monetary dues and still have to face the coming dues. COVID has affected many businesses, despite that, many have resumed to start their businesses during the COVID pandemic. So, just by stating the COVID reasons for your reluctant behavior that has been delayed more than 2 years isn't justifiable. So give your alternative release rather than just asking for the extension of the period which you are doing last since more than 2 years.
Anshu, would you like to say about it?
Yeah, recently I joined the company this year in March and am expecting the half yearly bonus in November, December, which will help me to repay your dues.
I understand, but that doesn't make my situation any better. So please try to provide any alternative ways instead of holding the dues for another 6 to 8 months.
Okay, as we reach a deadlock, we shall have a caucus sessions where we will be meeting one to one. Anshu, I would like to have a word with you before for this session. So, are you satisfied with the session and how it is proceeding?
Now I am looking for extension of time, whereas I am in huge debt and not able to give any alternative ways.
This is the caucus session. This shall be a confidential process, and whatever you will be telling me would be between us only. We will tell it to the other party only when you allow it. So please feel free to give any other information that hasn't been said earlier to me or any other party. Do you have any information to share?
Yes, keeping the statement made by Pritika as of now, I can manage to pay rupees 15,000 of the check amount after this session and rupees 20,000 after 1 month and rest balance of rupees 65,000 I'll pay by 6 to 8 months.
What would you like to say about the interest amount that is 24% per annum and the compensation amount which Pritika is paying for?
I can understand her situation, but even my financial condition is not good. For me, saving more money is not possible, but I can manage to pay rupees 10,000 as compensation amount, but not beyond that.
Okay, I would like to note down here that you are willing to pay 15,000 of the check amount after this completion of session, 20,000 after 1 month, and the rest amount you will able to pay after 6 months. Okay, along with that, you are ready to pay the 10,000 rupees as a compensation amount. Is it correct?
Yes,
Do you like to convey this to the other party?
yes, sure.
Okay, as we got to know through the statement made by the other party that she was having the third party obligation and incurring huge expenditure toward the interest payment and other dues. Do you want to address the issue?
I feel this is not related to this transaction. I do not want to discuss the matter any further.
Okay, so we have three agendas here. With respect to the payment, we are agreeing to do it in 3 installments by paying the first installment of 50,000 after this session. With respect to the extension of period, you are seeking an extension of 30 days to pay the 20,000 amount of the check, and the rest balance 65,000 along with the 10,000 compensation amount after 6 months. With respect to the interest rate of 24% per annum, you are not inclined to pay due to your financial crunch. Is there anything else that I missed you and would you like to add?
No, no.
Please, I would like you to wait until the other party one-to-one session is finished. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Pritika, for the cooperation. Are you satisfied with the session, how it is proceeding?
No, actually, the other party is not understanding my situation, and I need to quick remedy to pull myself out of the financial crisis which has been worsening my situation.
Okay. The other party during the caucus session has disclosed some information which might be helpful for you. She has conveyed to that she will ready to pay 15,000 of the check amount after the completion of this session. 20,000 she will be paying after 1 month, and the rest balance along with the 10,000 rupees she will pay as a compensation amount after 6 months. So, how do you like to respond to this offer that has been made by her?
I appreciate the offer. I am okay with the installment of the payment, but I need the amount of at least 30,000 immediately and a balance amount through NEFT or RTGS as per the date mentioned by Anshu. Because I don't want to go with same agony whereas this repayment without interest will not help me in my financial debts. I need minimum 12% of interest per annum on the check amount from the date of dishonor.
Okay. As you said, you are okay with the installment of payment, but you want 30,000 to be credited as a first installment and balance amount with interest of 12% from the date of dishonoring of check, right? Where all the
Yes,
amount
correct.
must be deposited through the NEFT or RTGS. Is it correct?
Yes, correct.
I want to clarify that that shall be a confidential process. Whatever you will be telling me would be between us. We will tell it to other party only when you allow it. Please feel to free to give any other information that hasn't been said earlier to me or other party. Do you have any information to share?
No, I don't.
Do you want me to convey this to the other party that you want 30,000 after this session and balance 12 with a 12% interest and all the amount to be credited through RTGS?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to tell me or convey to the other party to end this deadlock and reach to a fruitful session settlement?
Just please convey to her that I am too facing the financial crisis and unable to meet my third party obligation. So please make sure that she pay the amount as per the time period.
Okay. So I can call the other party to resume our mediation.
Yes, sure.
Thank you both of you for the caucus sessions. We had come toward the fruitful settlement. I'm glad that I have got the line of action that you both would like to follow. Now I would like to highlight the course of action or the settlement ideas which were given to me during the caucus sessions. After Anshu has asked for the repayment of the amount in 3 installments along with the compensation of rupees 10,000. To this, Pritika has positively responded towards the extension period by the way of 3 installments. But she wants first installment of 30,000 subject to the interest rate. Pritika requested for 12% interest per annum, which are in relation to the obligation met with third party, which is being due to dishonor of check. Would you like to answer this regarding Anshu?
Yeah, paying rupees 30,000 after completion of session is okay for me, but providing additional 12% per annum from the date of dishonor of check till the last payment would be a huge burden above all that we have agreed upon. Hearing the situation of her financial loss, I could provide an additional rupees 10,000 towards the interest rate.
Okay. Ms. Pritika, for the gap between 32 to 10,000, would you like to consider this offer?
I appreciate your commitment to pay 30,000 immediately, but I can't bear the loss of 22,000 on the interest amount, while I had considered minimal interest rate compared to the bank loan.
So with this, I can conclude that you both have reached a deadlock again with respect to interest amount, but have come to a common understanding of payment of dishonor check along with the compensation in 3 installments. Thank you both. It was a fruitful session. To sum up, we have settled the first issue as to dishonor of check, where Anshu has agreed to perform the payment in regular intervals with compensation amount of 10,000. But we are yet to decide the interest amount that is being claimed for the expenses or loss that are to be compensated for the dishonoring of check. I would like to see you both in the next sessions. I will soon notify both with the details of the next sessions through both email and phone call, so that we can resolve the remaining issue.
Thank you, mediator and Anshu. It was a fruitful session as we came to an agreement on some issues and hope that our next session would resolve all the conflicts.
I thank the mediator and Pritika for this session, and I am happy that we have reached an agreement with respect to payment of dues in specific intervals. I hope our next session will resolve the remaining issues.
Thank you both of you. I hope to see you both in the next sessions. Second session. Good morning, Pritika and Anshu. I hope you are ready for our second and final session as agreed. I would like to confirm a few things again. I'm here to assist in resolving disputes such as one before us today regarding the 12% interest per annum from the date of dishonor of check till the last payment done. Where a payment in 3 installments has been agreed upon, I'm pleased to be here to assist you in working through your issues and believe you will find the mediation to be very helpful process. Thank you for committing to be here today. If any of you have a special need during the session, please let me know now or at any time during the session. Please silence all electronic device during this mediation. Do you have any authority to settle and sign an agreement if one is reached? Let me
Yes.
begin by Let me begin by stating that I am not acquainted with the parties involved in this dispute. And this is a voluntary process in which I am a neutral, impartial person who assists where you both want to generate option for resolving your issues. Are you here voluntarily?
Yes.
Okay, then let's begin with Pritika, who is standing with the opinion that she requests 12% interest per annum of check amount from the date of dishonoring of check. Pritika? Okay, as you are still standing with the interest amount of 12%, so do you want to have the same statement or you want to change? Do you have any deviation in that or you want the 12% interest?
On the same.
Okay, you are standing with the same decisions. Anshu, what you would like to share your decision on it?
There isn't much to explain. My financial condition is worsening, and I can't be able to provide an additional amount of rupees 32,000 as interest amount.
Okay, as we have reached a deadlock, we shall have a caucus sessions where we will be meeting one-to-one. I would like to have a mediation with Anshu first. Anshu, I do understand your financial situation, but as we could see that there was a delay in payment for more than 2 years, due to which even her financial situation could also taken a toll. She had given you sufficient time to pay the due. If she had gone legally, then you would have gone to jail for such an act as per law. So please try to come up with a better and best way so that we could settle this amicably and with a win-win situation.
I do understand the adverse effect if she had gone to the court, but I am in no situation to provide her rupees 32,000 as interest amount, but can manage up to 50%, that is rupees 16,000 maximum, and beyond this I can't go.
Okay, I appreciate your offer. Do you want me to communicate this offer to other party?
Yes, so
Okay, I would like you to wait until the other party one-to-one session is finished. Pritika, I would like to have a word with you. Thank you for your cooperation and for attending the session. How do you see the way it is proceeding?
Though we have agreed to extent of the payment of the dues, but I wish we could have settled on the part of accrued interest too, or else I had left with no option than going legally.
I understand your condition, Pritika, but if you think wisely, instead of going for legal battle and waiting for another 2 to 3 years, it's better go for quick resolution, where Ensure has come forward to provide 50% of interest amount that will come around 16,000. Would you like to take this offer?
Okay, but if she would give me the full interest amount, it would be had sufficed my loss.
I understand, but even Anshu is going through the same phase, and this could be the best she could provide. I see that you want to settle this dispute quickly. How do you want to see a fruitful session result this way? Take your time and think about the solution to this.
Mm, okay, I accept the offer of rupees 16,000 as interest amount of dishonoring the check.
Good to hear that. Would you like to inform the other party?
Yes.
Anshu, come in, take your seat. Sorry that we kept you waiting. As we are here to resolve the dispute and to find the solution, I would like to inform you that Pritika has agreed to settle the dispute by accepting 16,000 towards the accrued interest. So Anshu, do you stand by your offer or is there any deviation from it?
I'm glad that this session had been fruitful, and I do stand by my offer, but would like to make a payment of second installment along with 16,000 interest amount. The amount of first installment, rupees 30,000, shall be deposited in her account after the session.
So as we have resolved all our dispute with respect to the payment of dishonor check with regards to accrued interest, I would like to draft the agreement and shall read it to you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.